Coming up on the short list, hit that bell icon. Yep, you heard me right. I'm not telling you what's coming up until you click it. And don't worry, I can wait. I've got most of the workday left. No, go ahead. Keep holding everyone up because you're too stubborn. That's fine. Fine. In fact, I brought some snacks. Munch on these while I'm waiting for you people. But, f it. You already read the title anyway. Play the video. Welcome back to the short list. Subaru and Lincoln, Toyota, Acura, Cadillac, and plenty of other automotive brands all made news at the New York Auto Show this week. From subcompact crossovers to luxury sedans, three-row utility vehicles, to funky-looking concepts, plenty of significant products were unveiled. Naturally, we had some favorites, plus a few we didn't love quite as much. Now, due to a scheduling conflict, I actually did not attend the show this year. I was busy hosting a seminar on mildew. Fortunately, Jody, Sammy, and Sebastian were all on the ground in Manhattan. And kicking things off, here are our winners. First up, the brand new 2020 Toyota Highlander. This three-row family hauler has been completely redesigned from the foundation up. Now riding on a variant of the automaker's ubiquitous TNGA architecture, it should provide more comfort, refinement, and features than ever before. Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto will be standard. Ditto for Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which includes things like road sign recognition, adaptive cruise control, and more. The 295 horsepower V6 engine hauls around mainline models, but a hybrid drivetrain will also be offered. Gasoline-powered versions of this fourth-generation SUV should go on sale in December, the hybrid variant next February. Certainly one of the most significant reveals in New York this year was the 2020 Subaru Outback. In fact, our own road test editor Sami Hajasad said it was probably his favorite unveiling of all. Now, reporting via cell phone video, here he is with some important details about this latest Outback.
Not only does it ride on a brand new platform, the Subaru global platform that's underpinning almost all of Subaru's vehicles now, but it also features a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine that makes 260 horsepower. The vehicle has a tow rating of 3,500 pounds, and due to that new platform, it features more space and should be quieter and more refined than ever before.
That optional turbocharged engine Sammy mentioned delivers 260 horsepower. Naturally, this rugged family hauler will also feature standard all-wheel drive, expected to deliver top-notch safety ratings and offer plenty of tech, including Subaru's EyeSight suite of advanced driver aids. Moving along, our final New York Auto Show winner is the diminutive Hyundai Venue, yet another crossover. When it goes on sale in the fourth quarter of this year, it should be the most affordable SUV in the automaker's sprawling lineup. A subcompact offering, you can kind of think of it as a Korean version of the Nissan Kicks, a vehicle we all happen to quite like. The Venue's 1.6-liter engine, likely with around 130 horsepower, will be matched to a standard 6-speed manual transmission or an available CVT. Expect plenty of standard equipment and, of course, a slew of optional driver aids. So that does it for our New York Auto Show winners. Next up, a few undecided reveals. And our first one is the Volkswagen Tarak, a small concept truck that made its US debut in New York. See, it was first revealed at the Sao Paulo Motor Show late last year. This pickup is based on VW's MQB unibody architecture and is less than 194 inches long. Despite its trim dimensions, the Tarak can still haul more than you'd think thanks to its innovative bed, which can be extended into the back seat, kind of like a Chevrolet Avalanche. And I happen to think this concept looks awesome, but the problem is Volkswagen has no plans to offer it in the US, though supposedly they are gauging customer interest. So if you like what you see here, well, I suggest letting them know. The next vehicle we were split on is a design study from a certain South Korean luxury brand. AutoGuide.com editor-in-chief, or is it editrix-in-chief? Anyway, Jodes chose it, and I'll let her explain.
Hey guys, this is the all-new Genesis Mint concept, and I've picked it as undecided. Here's why. I love the way it looks, I think it'll drive amazingly, and it has 200 miles of range, which is great. However, it's just a concept right now, and Genesis doesn't have any plans to make it yet.
I'm curious if there's any actual demand for a tiny runabout like this Mint concept. It's one of those vehicles that looks great on paper, but may not be so popular or practical in the real world. Moving along, our last undecided selection is the Cadillac CT5, a brand new sedan from GM's long-standing luxury division, based on a rear-wheel drive architecture motivated by a turbocharged 4 or twin-turbo V6, and even available with the brand's outstanding Super Cruise system. There's certainly a lot to like here, but there are also a few things that leave us shaking our heads, like the overall proportions. Does anyone else see a bit of Chevy Cruze in that roofline? Also, Cadillac is introducing a new way of distinguishing between powertrains by listing each engine's torque output in Newton meters and rounding up to the nearest 50. Confused? Well, you should be. Now for our much anticipated losers from the New York Auto Show. And first up, the Mazda CX5 diesel, an unexpected choice. Yes, we love this crossover's upscale interior and excellent road manners, but that compression ignition engine has had more delays than American Airlines operating out of Chicago O'Hare during a blizzard. The culprit is a 2.2-liter Skyactiv D unit with an estimated 168 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. Additionally, this engine comes at a time when diesel is under intense scrutiny for its less-than-spotless reputation. And as the competition moves on with hybrids and EVs, the CX5 feels, well, a bit behind the curve. The next loser on this list is the Acura TLX PMC Edition, a handcrafted sports sedan that's a lot more sizzle than steak, unfortunately. Bringing us all down, here's editor Sebastian Bell with some depressing details.
It's one of our losers of the show, because it took a fundamentally good idea, making a TLX at the NSX factory, and kind of dropped the ball by not giving us any of the performance features that we were hoping for, and mostly just giving us a color that takes 4 days to cure. Looks pretty good, isn't the Type S that we were all hoping for.
That paint he mentioned is called Valencia Red Pearl, and it's supposedly the most vibrant hue ever offered by Acura. Now, production of the TLX PMC Edition is capped at just 360 examples. They'll be priced at around $50,000 a piece. Bringing this video to a merciful close is the Nissan 370Z 50th Anniversary Edition, our last New York Auto Show loser. Now, yes, this car is fun to drive, and yes, that vintage-inspired racing livery looks exceptionally cool, but the current Z is so old at this point you can practically hear its bones creaking while just looking at these pictures. Such an important and revered nameplate deserves so much more for its 50th birthday than some two-tone paint and a few bolt-on parts. Come on, guys, give us an all-new Z! Well, that'll do it for this episode of The Short List. What do you think of our vehicle selections? What winners and losers would you choose? Well, leave a comment down yonder, and as always, thank you for watching. All right, so you heard we don't really like that Mazda CX5 diesel. I mean, we haven't driven it yet. It could be pretty good, but anyway, if you do want a vehicle powered by a compression ignition engine, if you love burning oil as a fuel, well, there's still a lot of great options out there. In fact, there's a short list we just published about the 10 best diesel-powered cars and trucks in America. Give that a watch. These are good chips.